two, 1 2. I try to see if I can hear myself. Okay, welcome to Weird Millennials. So this podcast will be about almost everything, like different conversations that we will have with me and my friend. We will be able to have a conversation. Why I call it weird. Also, for now, I have just to let you know why I called it Weird Millennials. Because we are technically seen as millennials. I would not say technically because we are millennials because I was born in 87 and he is born in 90 something, but early 90s though. So yeah, we will have a different conversation on how society is influencing us, the pressure that we have about dating life, this kind of stuff that you may be probably aware of already. Before starting, I want to introduce myself. So I don't want to say my real name because I feel like I'm not there yet because it's weird, and I still want to keep my own private life private as much as possible. We'll talk about a lot of things that girls like to talk about because if you are into esoteric stuff, that's my thing. I love to talk about astrology, books that I love to read, show that I love to watch. I'm very passionate and all that. I sound like I am making my own dating whatever description bio. I think even that already, I feel already is weird because how can you describe yourself when you live with yourself? Yeah, you're probably the one who know yourself the best, but I think it's always better when someone have to describe you as maybe one of your friends. I know I'm derailing a little bit because it's always strange to talk about yourself when you have to introduce yourself because you so used to you would not say, oh yeah, sometimes I'm crazy, I would just scream for no damn reason in my bedroom because I'm feeling very lonely. You cannot say that to people because they have to find out how crazy and weird you are. Sometimes say that, oh yeah, I like to roll in my blanket and go sit in my balcony in the winter just to watch my neighbors walk back and forth or being gossipy, any kind of thing like that. You cannot just say the most random stuff about you because first of all they would say you have mental issues. We're also going to tackle that, of course, the mental health and all the things. They would say that you have mental issues or that you're crazy, and then they would say, oh, that's why she's single, this kind of crap. You've heard that a lot, but your quirkiness is actually what is going to attract the right guy, right, or the girl or whatever. We're going to talk about also the social norm and gender identification things, the confusion. I will also, of course, have guests that will be my friends that we will be able to have conversation. So basically, this podcast, you will be here to listen a full conversation that would honest conversation between me and some of my friends. I will not say their name directly because, well, that would depend if they want to because I still don't feel comfortable saying mine yet. I will talk about different stuff, personal, not as personal. Well, that's the point of a podcast, right? I sound like I'm super lost because I am not prepared. I am so not. It's very exciting because I feel like I have probably good stuff to talk about. If you can tell by my accent, I am not a fully English, well, no, I am a fully English speaking person, but I am not a native language English speaker, I would say like that. That's the most respectful way to explain where I am, how I am, and all that. So I can tell you already where I come from. I was born in Africa, and I already told you when I was born, so now you know how old I am, and I hate that already, but you don't know when exactly, so it's cool. So I was born in Africa, I lived there for a couple years. When I say couple years, it's just like the very early part of my childhood was in Africa, so I will have some weird ass stories to tell and how it was to grow up in the 90s in Africa from what I remember. And then after that, my mom and we moved to France. Yay, fancy. See? No, I'm kidding. We moved in France, lived there for 10 years, so a full decade over there. I have also a ton of experience that I will have to express and talk about. Just to let you know, for that part is a lot of adventure, is where I discover who I was, my real self. Well, no, I would not say that. It's just a part of my identity. That's where I would say that later on, when I finally moved to Canada, yes, I live in Canada. When I finally moved to Canada, I realized that my life in France so is also part of my identity, not just the fact that I was born in Africa, but what has described me as a human and my character, the person that I am actually basically is that. I grew up in two different continents, and then I was in my 20s. I was in Canada. All that will be interesting. I have a lot of weird story to tell. What else? I'm gonna just tell you about the hobbies that I like to do. I love to watch TV, like I already tell you. I love watch TV, especially like murdery stuff, documentary like that. I know it's creepy for a lot of guys, but I love it. I feel like it's just very fascinating and fun to watch those information because it just make you go to the human psyche. I am into psychology. I am into history. I love history, all kind. Mythologies of my favorite. I love the North mythology, Greek, Indian, Chinese, African. You get what I mean. I love mythology basically. History and stuff. Anything that is just make work your imagination. I adore it. And also what I would say, I love to watch ridiculous stuff online. YouTube is my thing though. I would just keep saying that, yeah, wow, now everybody know what it is. Sometimes I will have a conversation with myself. Maybe TV is ridiculous. I'm obsessed with shows like Game of Thrones. Yes, we are not gonna talk about season 8 because it sucked. What else? Sex and the City. Yeah, that's my girly girl thing. You, whatever you do, you cannot take that away from me. Sex and the City and the Golden Girls. Those shit is my thing. You make fun of me, well, that's your problem. You will have to deal with that. I love to watch old Hollywood movies, the one black and white, or that the early 40s. Those are my favorite. And what else? Oh yeah, the other hobbies that does not involve me watching something and be a couch potato. I like to go to the gym. I love to work out. And by the way, I think I will make an episode where I will invite my trainer who over the years became my friend. And we will talk about workout stuff and nutrition and be able to share that with you guys if you wanted to maybe start something new and not just to have it as something realistic that you do as every year for new resolution, because it's a full lifestyle. And by the way, just to let you know, people who hit the gym are food lovers. Just to want to let you know, I know I sound super random. Maybe that should have been the name of this podcast, random chick saying random stuff, but it's not just that. Yeah, so I would invite her to talk about workout and nutrition because she have like a very great insight. And by the way, it's not because you work out that you have to be on a diet or the diet have to be disgusting, because she made me discover a lot of things. I mean, she has been a friend of mine for 5 years now, and also my trainer for all that time. So just to say that for the time's sake, it's amazing. And she made me be more in love with workout. And I would just kind of like trying to give you my physical description. I'm a skinny girl. I'm tiny. I'm what you would call petite, which I don't get. I don't have curves that much. I have a nice butt though. But I would say that I am fit. But when I started with her, I was thin, no muscle, nothing. And when I started to work out with her, my goal was to lose weight. That's it. Not knowing more than that. And she's like, well, if you want to lose weight, you need to do this, because I was assuming that cardio will be perfect, but it wasn't the case. So I would do a podcast with her. I really gonna enjoy doing that, because she will be able to give you a crap load of insight on how to manage those stuff, and how you can start just slowly to build up your gym routine. And also, of course, you can go on her YouTube channel and subscribe. She have a crap load of great stuff there. I will share that with you. I have a great friend that I actually developed that friendship with her over the work in my previous job. Her name is Renee, and she also have a podcast with her best friend, but I will have to remember what it is. I will also invite her because I have I would say the most deepest conversation about life, about books, about mental health. She is extremely educated, very smart. She is eloquent, and also she introduced me to a group of writers, because I also write. Yeah, multitasking, baby, multitasking. I love to write, and she introduced me to a group of writers to encourage me to write even more, because I thought that for a very long time that my ideas sucked, that they were stupid and all that, and I've been procrastinating to write my stories, not my personal stories, but my stories for a very long time. And just one day we met at work, and she's Italian, I'm black. I'm just like, yes, two loud people gonna make sense. We're gonna have a right conversation, right? So I will invite her, also, of course, on this podcast just to share with more people and promote hers as well. She's a writer. She's an amazing person. She's a dog lover as well. And I think that I will do another episode where I'm going to tackle some subjects with my foodies friends, because even though I'm tiny, girl love to eat. Don't get fooled by the stereotype that yes, skinny girl don't like to eat. They eat always salad. No, when I go to a restaurant, I always get the steak, the entree, the dessert, everything. Go. I just eat. I love to eat. So I will get my friends who are also foodies. We had created an Instagram page about 3 years ago, in 2017. I mean, because I'm recording this in 2020. 2017, we launched that Instagram page for foodies. Is called BBY Foodies. And we just like share the different places that we went to, in town here in Edmonton, because I live in Edmonton, Alberta. I'm not gonna be more precise with that, but we will have like the habit to go every Saturdays or once every Saturdays on the month to different restaurants, try the place, and after that we share on Instagram if it was worth it. But usually it is worth it. Food here is taken seriously. So we are gonna try also to expand that, and of course, like I said, I will invite them and have a full conversation on, our love for food, because we have all different backgrounds. So me as an African, my other friend as Pakistani, and my other his fiance as Filipino. All that on our love for food, and also recommending different places. If you're in Edmonton, or if you maybe one day plan to come to Edmonton, I would suggest you to go check BBY Foodie Yay, or maybe it was BBY Yay Foodie. I have to remember the name of my own. See, that's the problem when you do too many things. So that's one of my hobbies. Like I said earlier, I love to write, and also I love to read different type of books. I have a lot of ideas, and also one of my friends that I said that yeah, we are foodies. She is an amazing drawing artist. She drew characters. She do like anime and comic design, stuff like that. She and we kind of like also work on another project that I have. Where we are creating a full universe of superheroes as well. So when we will start to get like a little bit more money with the extra stuff we do, we're gonna work on that. That's one of my hobbies. What I like to do as well sometimes. Podcasting, I would say, yeah, it counts. Writing, I already said that. Reading books, same thing. Watching TV, that's my drug. I love to cook. That's one of my favorite things to do. I love to cook, and I enjoy also sports. Some of it, I don't care about baseball, hockey. If you don't take me to the stadium, I'm not gonna watch that on TV, because what is the point? I want the player to hear me scream at them when they play like shit. That's me. That's my personal. So the person that, the one that I would say it would be most of the time, my guess is one of my friends that I met when I moved here 6 years ago now. We're gonna talk about mostly like relationship and understanding the pressure that our generation, and yes, of course, the following one, the Generation Z or the Zen. I don't know how to call you, so I'm sorry, guys. How we as a millennial still have a hard time, and how we struggle to navigate relationship and stuff, and have conversation about the society, the pressure that we get through. Yes, I know a lot of people see us, the millennials, as the one that spend their time complaining, have like weird disease, and it's like, oh my god, yeah, mental health, all that. You all have mental health, but the thing is, it's not just that we are the generation who have the most mental health. To me, it's just the impression that We are the one who are acknowledging what is not working anymore. We are in a situation where it's always being said that we were the first one to see technology booming, using it for everything. Like, for example, right now I'm recording my podcast on my phone, and I will be about to put that soon there. And I thought that, yeah, I'm gonna just take last like 2 minutes, but not mumbling about the right thing. So I would try to sort it down to have it to the right subject. So the conversations will be based on that, and all the guesses that all the people that I told you about. But also, I will be more than happy to get some suggestion, and I would put also some information on where I can get them. I also have, oh my god, I do so many things to either, I would say, distract myself, or just to be able to express what I like to do. It's insane. I have created 2 YouTube channel and a Patreon. The first one is about me being obsessed with tarot reading, so everything is esoterical like that. I would love to have a conversation about it. And the second one is actually more satiric, where my dry sense of humor would just get there. Is the one that is paired with my Patreon channel thing. So all that together, I just would like to get myself busy. I am the type of person that would not like to just sit there not doing anything. If that happened, I feel I'm scared to become too lazy and not being able to produce or do anything or reach the goal that I want to reach, So yeah, so this is gonna be fun, I hope, and that we will get more and more guesses and people listening to the podcast. That will be great. So again, the name is Weird Millennials, and with me, your host, I would say my name. Okay, I would just use a fake name and say that I'm Snow Black. There you go. Just deal with it. Snow Black. Why Snow Black? I will explain that to you another time when I will get to just to the part where I will have my first co-host, I would say. Co-host? Yeah, I would call him a co-host. I would say that like that because he, like I said, he will be there. He will be the one that I will have a conversation with the most. And with the system that I have here, it's pretty great. I don't know what else we will be able to talk about. Family, feminism, yeah, this kind of thing. What defines feminism? Because nowadays it seems like it's just a two-tone. It's either you white female feminist or you are a person of color feminist and transgender feminist and all that kind of thing. And what defines feminism and what it is exactly? What is that crap with patriarchy? Because I have a hard time with that part. I saw a lot of I watch a lot of YouTube channel where they do commentary about that and they have conversation about this stuff, and I'm just like, yeah, I need to have something that I don't know if other people share the exact same way that I think about it, and I hope they do, because my interpretation of feminism is not what is the mainstream is about or what people are fighting about, because I would say that I'm more an egalitarian. I don't know how we call that, but that's it, because I don't give a damn if you have a dick or vagina. All I want is just to make sure that we all respect each other equally. I don't care about your race, your religion belief, your sexual orientation, your gender definition. I don't care about that. As long as we are all treated equal, I'm cool with that. But there's some stuff that you have to admit that biology will take over whatever you do. Your biological thing is science explaining that. It's not just because your mindset goes to a certain way that is mean, yeah, we have to bow down on that. And we will talk about fears, anything. And probably one time I will probably do a podcast where I will tell my French experience or me speaking French to you guys. So yeah, that will be actually how this podcast will go. I don't know how often I would just have a new episode published every time, but it would just depend on the work and how long will be the conversation. But this one is intro, I would say, and it's about like 20 minutes long, and I'm sorry about that, but it'll be better. Well, it's fine that it's short like that for the intro to say that who I am and what it is, what Weird Millennials is about. And the first episode or the other episode will be a little bit longer, right? Because it will be conversation, not just me talking about things and say what I feel and be random and being starting maybe talking about books and then after that talking about high heels. Oh yeah, I forgot to tell you about the hobby, my obsession for high heels. We will talk about music as well. Yeah, the type of music that we listen to, our obsession with technology, our obsession with having everything new and shiny, the culture of the gold digger, because I think there's a culture of gold digging that is going around that people don't want to admit, and there's physical insecurities as well, because we all do have that, and trust me, I have a lot. Um, yeah, so anything like that. And if you guys wanted to have like other subject, I don't know how you can kindly contact me to make any suggestion yet, but as soon that it will get there, we will just build it up. So thank you for listening for the past 20 some minutes me blabbering about this podcast. I hope you will be able to start to listen to it more often and have being hooked and be interested, and that it will have a positive impact in your life, because that's the point, right? Have positive impact, helping people have good conversation, have an impression that yes, you're heard, and someone who share the same opinion as you is understanding, or not sharing the same opinion, because it's not mandatory that you have to agree with everything I say, but as long as you're able to have a conversation after that, that's the all that matters. So thank you for listening, Weird Millennials, and I will talk to you in my I will call that the first episode, when we are gonna have a conversation about probably relationship, and the subject that I want to tackle that really stress me out is the friend zone one. So hopefully I will catch you on the next time. Have a good one. Bye.